When managing hundreds of customers, communication and engagement can be time consuming and inconsistent. This is where sequences come in. Sequences are automated workflows made up of email and task steps triggered by customer behavior or data changes. They help you deliver the right message at the right time to the right people without lifting a finger. In this video, I'll show you how sequences work, why they're powerful, and how to build one to guide users after their first login. Sequences are incredibly flexible, and different teams use them in unique ways to automate their customer touchpoints. For example, customer success teams use sequences to manage onboarding journeys for end users, send check ins based on customer health, follow up after receiving an NPS score, schedule renewal reminders, and nudge customers towards better feature adoption. Sales teams rely on sequences to nurture leads over time and launch targeted expansion campaigns. Service delivery teams use them to stay on track, automating check ins when tasks are delayed, sending reminders for key project milestones, or prepping customers with kickoff communications. And finally, finance teams can automate routine but critical communications, like invoice reminders, payment confirmations, or follow ups when billing details are missing. No matter the team or use case, sequences help you stay proactive and personalized without the manual work. Let's build a simple adoption campaign for new end users. Start by creating a new sequence template in the Workflow Global tool. Give it a name, select the workflow type, and choose the target model. In this case, we'll choose end user since we're targeting individuals. If you want to email multiple users at once, like for renewal or milestone update, select company instead. Next, configure the sequence settings. A few key ones to mention are default owner, where you can assign a specific team member or a dynamic role like account owner. Outcomes, where you can define the possible sequence outcomes to analyze performance. And finally, under the entry and exit criteria, automate when the sequence is applied or archived. In our case, we'll trigger it when a user logs in for the first time. Once those settings are configured, it's time to define the actions within your sequence using the following building blocks, which are key to how sequences are structured. Steps are automated emails or internal tasks to be completed. Step details for emails include message content, sender, and send date. For tasks, you can set the owner, due date, add task notes, checklist items, and assign conversation types to track key actions. And groups. These organize steps into categories or milestones like become a power user and advocate development. Let's rename our first group to achieve first login. Then we'll add a step for the welcome email and choose the step type, which in this case will be email. Next, write your welcome message or select an email template and use variables to personalize it, like the user's name or company. Now that the steps are defined, use conditions and dependencies to ensure the right actions happen at the right time. Conditions determine when a step or group is triggered based on customer or workflow data. For example, apply this group once the user logs in for the first time. Activate this no login follow-up email if the user still hasn't logged in after 3 days. Or if they match a specific filter, activate the advocate development group. Dependencies control the timing and order of steps. For example, you might delay a follow-up email until 10 days have passed and the user still hasn't logged in a second time. With these rules, you can automate personalized, well-timed campaigns tailored to each user's journey. Once your sequence is live, you can manage emails in 3 places. Inside the workflow, open up the sequence to view and edit steps. In the end user and company profile, view sent or scheduled emails per contact or account. And in the email manager, you can see all sequence-related emails in one place. Most sequence emails send automatically, but if a step is set to After manual approval, you'll need to approve it manually, either in the sequence or via the email manager. Before an email is sent, you can pause it, which moves it to waiting for approval for later review. Stop it. This deletes the draft and marks the step as Don't Send. You can reschedule it later by right-clicking the step. And you can edit it. You can update the timing or the content using the email editor. Note, stopped emails are still counted as completed steps for tracking purposes. To analyze sequence performance via open rates, clicks, and response data, check out the email engagement tracking article in our Help Center. As you can see, sequences are a powerful way to automate timely, personalized communication across the customer journey. They help you deliver consistent messaging, engage at the right moments, and scale your outreach without the manual effort. For more examples and guidance, check out our Help Center and How-To Library.